Napoleon Bonaparte's younger brother, is often depicted as a weak and docile man. Having lost his father at the age of 6, his older brother Napoleon took over the role of father figure. Napoleon took him everywhere, to the battlefields in Italy as an aide-de-camp, to the battlefields in Egypt, and back to Paris, where he was 21 years old when Napoleon became first consul in 1799. After his brother became emperor, Louis became Grand Connétable de l'Empire, one of the ranks of the grand dignitaries of the empire. Napoleon, after having transformed the French Republic into a republic with an emperor, wanted to convert the so-called sister republics of France, that is, the Netherlands and parts of Italy, in the same manner. In 1806, Napoleon proclaimed the Kingdom of Holland, with as king his younger brother, Louis. Louis would only be king for 4 years. After this, his brother Napoleon incorporated the Netherlands into the empire. Historians differ on their evaluation of King Louis as King of Holland. While he was nicknamed the Good King by Dutch contemporaries, historians mention this is mostly due to Louis's own memoirs. However, it is undisputed that Louis tried to be a good king for the Dutch. He tried to reign in a way that benefited primarily his kingdom and not the French Empire or his brother. For example, it was known that the Continental Blockade, the trade embargo of the continent with Great Britain, wasn't enforced much in the kingdom of Louis. Furthermore, famous among Dutch students studying in Leiden, Louis visited the city and tried to help the best he could when a ship full of gunpowder exploded in the city center, killing many people. Louis was married to Hortense de Beauharnais, the daughter of Josephine de Beauharnais and Alexandre de Beauharnais. Since Josephine was married to Napoleon after her husband had passed, Hortense was both Napoleon Bonaparte's stepdaughter and sister-in-law. Hortense was an eccentric woman, which made the relationship between Louis and her difficult. Louis seemed to have been a reserved person, who seemed to have preferred a life studying literature and poetry, but who was dragged on by his older brother. To illustrate this, in his memoirs Louis remarked that he got fed up with military life. Louis has been described by historians as melancholic. However, one should be cautious with this categorization. Louis was at the same time an attentive king who put in effort to be a good king in the Netherlands. Furthermore, as king, he tried to install centralist rule, which indicates he was maybe reserved but not timid.